Hey everyone, this is part two of my beginner's guide for mining Bitcoin with a phone. You can find part one down below in the description. Part one is just going over the concept and why and how I decided to come up with this idea. This is the full tutorial, so please watch and I hope you enjoy. So for my method, we'll need an Android phone, preferably a cheap one. The ones I've been using are made by TCL and renewed by Amazon. Just as a reminder, the link to these exact phones are in the description below. Next, we will be downloading a few apps I have found while searching through the App Store. First app is going to be an app called CryptoTab, which I have posted a link below that can be used to download the app on Android, Apple, or Windows devices. CryptoTab can be downloaded on your desktop, iPhone, and Android devices while mine across any of these devices. Please feel free to use my link below to download CryptoTab. It will go a long ways in helping support the channel. I also highly recommend upgrading to CryptoTab Pro. It is roughly another $2, but it removes ads, which will make automating this easier, but the Pro version of the app is not necessary for this automation. I will be using CryptoTab Pro during this video though, so if you want to follow along, having that app would be very beneficial. Last, we'll need an app called Tasker from the Google Play Store and two separate apps that are plugins for Tasker called Auto Input and Auto Apps. These three apps together will run you about another $5. But these apps will be necessary to automate your device. So let's get started. I'll be showing how to set this up by streaming one of the TCL phones I have. First, let's go ahead and download 4 apps. I've already downloaded these prior to the recording, so we didn't have to watch them download on my machine. But as you can see, I have CryptoTab Pro right here, and you can see that it says Pro, and that's how you know that this is Pro version. Then I have Tasker, Auto Input, and Auto Apps. First, we're going to get started with CryptoTab. So we've downloaded CryptoTab onto the Android device. So you're going to go ahead and create your account. I've already created mine, so you just need to create yours. The easiest way to create an account is to use your Google account. That's exactly what I did. I'm already logged into the app. As you can see there, the enable button is right here, which is very tempting to go and press, so you can go ahead and start mining. But let's hold off for now. Once the mining is enabled, there's no stopping it, and you won't be able to automate this button click for another 3 hours. So let's just avoid that at this time. And then now that you've completed your CryptoTab setup, we need to do a few small changes to our Android settings. So we can do that by bringing down this menu, and we're going to find the settings here, or you can search settings in the app. And within settings, we need to turn on developer mode. And we can do that by finding the build number, which is always in the system folder. And if we scroll down, it's usually in the About phone on most Android devices. The problem with this, though, is every Android manufacturer has a different operating system, just a little bit tweaked, so it's not guaranteed to be right where this one is. But here's the build number. I already have developer mode turned on, but you would tap this 7 times. Like, you would click 7 times, but see how it's telling me no need, you're already a developer. So now we're going to go back, and then we'll go to the developer options. In the developer options, what we need to turn on is the stay awake feature. So this is while your phone is charging, the screen will never go to sleep. So that way this automation can always be awake and running. And that's what our goal is here, is to make sure it's always awake in the corner of the room. And even like this, it's still only using 30 cents of electricity a month in my area. And then now that we have this set up, that is all we really need to do. We can close out of the settings and we are good to move forward to setting up Tasker and how to set this up where it's automated and completely just running on its own in the corner. First, we need to start with the Auto Input app. We'll need to start by unlocking the ability to use the plugin, and that is either by watching an ad every day, as seen here. This will unlock it for 24 hours, but doing that defeats the purpose and the point of automation, because as soon as this 24 hours is up, the other steps we'll be doing in the future will not work because we do not have the ability to use what we're going to build in this app. The other option is to get the full version, which is a one-time fee of $2, and that's what I'm going to do here. This is going to take me over to the Auto Apps page. That way I can complete the purchase. Auto Apps is not needed unless you are making the full purchase like I am here. So it's going to take me over to the Auto Apps, as you can see, and that's why we downloaded this. And then it's going to give me the fee of $2, and it's a one-time fee. So now that we've activated auto input, let's navigate back over to the actual app. And here we are in the actual app. First thing you'll need to do is enable the accessibility. I've already done this, but just tap in this basically box, and it'll pop you up to a toggle switch, and you just need to activate that toggle switch. Once you've done that, we're set to go ahead and start automating the actual clicks. So let's scroll down to Manage Input Actions. So in Manage Input Actions, we're going to hit the plus button first. And that's going to give us notification that we'll be utilizing to add the button that we're going to click. We can go ahead and close this prompt, and that'll take us to the home page so we can get to the CryptoTab app. In the CryptoTab app, we want to drag down from the top and utilize that add button that we just saw. So we'll drop this down, and we're going to hit add. In add, we want to tap on the enable mining button. And if you see, that's going to grab the text and the point that we'll be using. We're going to be using the text. So we've accepted that, so that'll take us back over to the auto input app. And it's going to give you the option of, do you want to use the center point of that X and Y location, or use the text enable mining? I'm going to use the text here. Either one should work, but I usually prefer going with the text specifically. And then we're going to set it as a click. And there we go. Now we can make our way over to the Tasker app. So in the Tasker app, we need to create a new profile. And I'm just going to tell this to stop reminding me, this notification you can disable, but I don't care too much for the notification because it'll be in the background running, not just sitting on a desk somewhere. So we need to create a profile first before we can make any tasks. So what we'll do is we're going to start with a time-based profile. But we're going to make it where if we click on from, it'll go from midnight, and then we can make it go until, by clicking on until midnight. So this will run 24/7 by doing this. And we want it running every, we'll say 10 minutes, because we're using the point, and clicking the mining when it's already enabled doesn't do anything harmful. So we're going to make this kick off every 10 minutes. And that is all we'll do there. So this will try clicking on the enable button every 10 minutes. So that should line up well with the 3-hour time period that we have to wait. So we've officially created our task. Now let's go ahead and start adding the actual tasks to it. So I'm just going to name this enable, just because that's what we'll be doing, is enabling the mining. And now that we've done that, we're going to click the plus button to start with. First thing we're going to do is add app. And we are going to launch app, and we're going to launch the CryptoTab Pro app. This will just make sure that the app is open for us every single time that the process kicks off every 10 minutes. So now that we have that, we can back up, and then now we're going to hit the add button again. And if we scroll down, we'll see plugin. Let's click on plugin, and we're going to click on auto input. In auto input, we're going to go with action, and this is going to take us over to the actual editing. What I like to do is I like to make it continue task after error, just in case it does happen to error out. It's not going to stop the process to halt. And now we're going to click on the pencil and configuration. It's going to take us to the auto input, and we're just going to scroll down to stored actions. In stored action, you'll see where our click is that we made earlier in the auto input app. So we'll click on that, and then we just can hit the check up in the top right, and now you see that it's ready to click here. And I always like increasing the timeout a little bit too, because right now it's 23 seconds. I'm just going to make it an even 30. So that means it will wait to click in that spot for 30 seconds if it's not able to. So now we're going to make our way back over to the task portion of the app, and we're going to add 3 more functions to it. We're going to add a wait and then 2 more app functions. What we're going to do first is add the wait, and we'll scroll down all the way down to task. We'll click on task and scroll down, and there's this wait function right here. We'll click on that, and I like setting this to about 20 to 30 seconds because that should be enough time for CryptoTab to be fully loaded. Now we can go back, and we're just going to drag this in between launch app and auto input. And now we're going to add another app feature. So we're going to click on app, and we're just going to have it go home. And go home is right here. You can see it from the top. We'll click go home. We don't need to do anything. This is just to basically press the home button down here. That way the app can kind of close out of CryptoTab and then bring it back in as a fresh instance. And then we will drag that to the first option. And then we're going to do one more app, and this time it's going to be the kill app. And we're actually going to kill CryptoTab in the very beginning. And then we're just going to go home, then relaunch it after. So let's also go through and make sure that we've turned on continue task after error. In case any of these error, this will keep it where the task will try to continue. And as long as that happens, we should have this continuously running. And we've already turned it on in auto input. So now we are ready to run this. So to run it, all we have to do is go back once, and you'll see this little check. This will activate the task. And it'll run on every 10 minutes. So basically it's about to be 10:20. So we're actually about to see this task kick off. I have already pressed on CryptoTab to enable though, but we will see it go ahead and close the app, go to the home button, and then move forward to CryptoTab and be ready to press the button. And as you can see, it showed up on the homepage for a split second. This is all very fast. And now we're in the 30-second wait of where it's going to try to click. I pressed this button about, as you can see here, about an hour and a half ago. And so I still have another hour and 25 minutes. Hey everyone, so we're back to watch the bot kick off at 12:20. And as you see, it just went back to the home screen and it's loaded back in. And right now we're in the 30-second wait period before we click that enable mining. So once it clicks enable mining, it'll begin mining, and this is our completion of the automated process. And at every 10-minute mark, between midnight to midnight, it's going to kick off. So what I mean by the 10-minute mark is at 12 a.m. it's going to run, at 12:10 it's going to run, 12:20 it's going to run, and so forth. And as you see, it just enabled. So we are officially off and running, and we are mining at 1,500 hashes a second on this cheap little Android phone. And we're bringing in roughly at least $3 a month, because as I said, this is a little over 2 weeks, and we've mined $2.34. So this is the total amount of Bitcoin that I have to withdraw. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my withdrawal history so you guys can see that this app is safe and does pay out. So here's my withdrawal history from CryptoTab. And as you can see, I've mined nearly $760, a little bit over that. And you can see that my history, this is my most recent one pending. That is what I'm waiting to receive. And you can see that I've been using this for a while now, but I really started this phone mining with the rig and everything back in March. So since March, you can see the uptick where all of a sudden I had started withdrawing every week. And this is a very profitable way. When it came to electricity cost last year, I only spent about $16 to $17 on electricity, but I ended up mining the total of 761 in current Bitcoin value. So it's definitely worthwhile, and it's a good, cheap way to start mining. So now that we have all this set up, we can just let the phone run and charge in the corner and withdraw your crypto whenever you'd like. I like to leave mine visible on my desk though, just so I can see how much Bitcoin it's mined, just because that's fun to me. So just a few quick tips about CryptoTab. You are able to get this browser on almost any device. I have just learned that it works best on Android devices, which is why I wanted to recommend this method, because it is only $20 to $25 to get you into the Bitcoin game, and you also get a phone out of it as well. And it's just so cheap electricity-wise, where it's only 30 cents a month in my area, so it's almost a no-brainer. Again, it'll be very helpful to the channel if you download using the link below. And if you use my top link that I left below, you'll get a free 2x cloud boost for the first few months, which that'll just increase your mining and double what I'm doing. So right now I'm getting $6, it looks like, based on 2 weeks. So you'll be able to make it possibly $12. Thank you again for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope that this helped. Please like and subscribe in the channel, and let me know if you have any questions down in the comments below. I'll be glad to answer anything, and I'd like to help where I can.